Okay, so in this week's video I'm going to quickly show you how you can make something like this Believe word here using a dingbat font and Scan and Cut canvas. Now I'm not going to do it exactly, but I'm going to do something along these lines. This type of thing is something that pops up every year on Pinterest, and it looks as though it's probably done in some kind of heat transfer vinyl. And you've got a tree, Christmas tree for the L, and you've got kind of like a antlers over a V with a red nose here for the V and a Christmas hat over the E. So I'm going to show you how you can do a variation quite simply in Scan and Cut canvas, but it won't be identical. So the first thing I'm going to do is come to the text in Scan and Cut canvas. I'm on a new blank page and I'm using the online version because there isn't a Mac downloadable version. So if your layout looks different, it could be that you're using the Windows downloadable program. I'm going to come to the text. I'm going to choose a font. I think I'll choose maybe this one or this one. I'm not sure which yet. So I'll just double click to expose the flashing cursor and I'm going to type the word Believe. And I'm just going to click on, and that font's called Berlin. So I think I'll stick with that for now and I'll get rid of this. So that's my basic word and I'm just going to make it bigger so that hopefully you can see it. Now I want to replace the L and the V and add something over the E. So the dingbat font I'm going to use is called Christmas Shapes. And I've got it on my computer, and the only place I normally get free fonts is from dafont.com, so I'm assuming it will be on there. I'm not going to show you how to use the converter because I have got other videos in the font playlist on my YouTube channel. But what I am going to tell you is that I used a capital T, a capital R and a capital Y, and I've already made my cutting file from the font converter, which I've got here on my desktop. So I'm going to come to the SVG icon, I'm going to come to choose file, I'm going to navigate to my desktop and find the file. And the three shapes are here. I'm just going to right click and group them so that I can drag them out and make them bigger so that you can see them. So the first thing I'm going to do is come to the word Believe and I'm going to right click and hit divide so that these letters now become individual letters when I click on them. I want to move the L for now and I want to move the V. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the shapes. At the moment they're all grouped because I just literally in the font converter typed a capital T, capital R, capital Y, and that was, you know, how I saved my cutting file. So I'm going to right click and ungroup, and then I'm going to get the tree. Now I want to make it taller and I want to make it narrower so that it fills the space where the L was. And I'm going to put that in there. Now, in the original, if I just bring it back in, on their V, they've got little antlers and then a dot under the V for the nose. But I'm going to use this holly because in this font is this holly and I thought it kind of looked a bit like a V. So I want it roughly to be about the same height as this V was so that I know it's going to kind of stay in proportion. And then now I'm going to select it and I'm going to rotate it. And then I'm going to put it in there and I'm just going to select this last E and using the 4 directional arrows on my keyboard, I'm using the right arrow and I'm just going to move that over. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. And now the little hat. And the little hat I want to put over the end like they had it in that one. So I'm just going to size it down until I think it looks right. But I'm just going to zoom in on this. I don't necessarily want these little bits because I think they might you know, be maybe a bit difficult to cut depending on how big you're going to make this word. So I'm going to select it and ungroup it, and then I'm just going to select these little bits and just delete them. And there's another little bit there. Then I'm going to select it again for now and make it a group and just go back and fit to map. So that will now sit over there, and I can angle it if I want to, and it sits over the E. And then I'd select everything, right click and make it a group, and then fit it onto the map. So it depends how big you want to cut it. I'm just going to get rid of these two letters because I don't need them now. And then basically all as you would need to do is right click and ungroup, and then just for the video, you don't need to do this, but I'm going to click the B and I'm going to make it red, give it a red fill, just in the hope you can see it a bit better. The E, I'm going to make a kind of beigey colour. The tree, I'm just going to make it green. The I, and hold my shift key down, and the dot above, I'm going to make red. This E again, I'm going to make that fawny colour. I'll make the holly green. Another E there to make a similar colour. And then with the little hat, I'm going to right click and ungroup it. I'm just going to fill the bottom half in with a white colour and the top half with a red colour. And that's how it would look. And you could cut that in heat transfer vinyl in different colours. You know, space it out a bit more if you feel it's not quite spaced correctly. Just play around with it. Again, I've shown how to cut words with vinyl so you can make things line up, but basically you would want to apply like guide boxes. But I've got lots of videos on my YouTube channel showing how to do that, and then you'd separate your words out with your guides. Just give the project a name here and save it, and then it's ready to use whenever you want to use it. So I hope you found that video helpful. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. It does help my channel. It helps the videos go out to more people so that more people can see it. And I'm always getting messages telling me that you've only just found my channel, even though I've been on YouTube probably 4 years now. So there's still lots of people out there that do need help. Please share the video if you can do. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't already do so. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.